Hello everyone, welcome back, JavaMentor.net here. In today's video, we will try to understand why do we need Git and version control. So, we can start dreaming. So we landed our first job and you're working in some corporation together inside some team, right? Together with your co-workers, developers, and you are, let's say, in the team of 3 developers, you and 2 more guys. So your task is to create a tax calculator, right? You want to create some complex tax calculator, and then you need to give that calculator to one of your co-workers, and he will use that calculator with his data to calculate some tax. So you create tax calculator. You need to give him your code. How to do that? Currently, we only know one way. You can copy paste your code, maybe zip that into some file, and then you can send him that file. He can open that file, and of course he can see all the classes and methods that you wrote. But that's somehow unpractical, because you create your tax calculator, you create a zip of those files and you send that to him, and then you work 2 more days, you improve your tax calculator a bit, and then another colleague asks you for the tax calculator. Now, of course, you give him upgraded version of tax calculator, and then 2 colleagues have different version of tax calculator. One of them has updated version, upgraded, another guy has old version. That's one problem. So we would like to have some, let's say, place on the internet. So when you code something, you click save, and that changes are saved somewhere on the internet, and then your colleague can download that code from the internet, and there is only one source of truth on the internet. So when you upgrade your code with the new features in tax calculator, the colleague that got old version, he can click update and he can get new changes from the internet. That's one problem. Another problem is, let's say you put your code on dev environment, right? And everything is working fine. You put your changes to QA environment, right? And everything is working fine. And then 3 days after you put your changes to QA environment, QA is telling you, hey, there is some problem with this code that you committed on our QA environment. Can you please put the old version? This new one doesn't work and we don't need it. We don't need this fix that you created. Please revert back to what was 3 days ago. What can you do? Like you will need time machine to go back in time, or maybe you saved, every day you save a version, like Java Mentor code dot final one, then another day Java Mentor code final code, and then you add suffix 2 and so on and so on. So you will need some tool that can track your changes through the time, and inside that tool, if you can say, give me the code of 3 days ago, 5 days ago, 5 years ago, that tool is able to do that. And basically that's what version control tool is. It's controlling versions of your code. So you can go back into the past to just delete some changes that you made. You can see which developer did which change and so on. And also code is on one place. So all developers are looking at the same code. So you learned what a version control is. Now what is Git? Well, Git is only one implementation of version control. So let's say one company created Git, right? There are other versioning control tools like SVN or TFS, but Git is by far the most popular version control tool. Well, if we know that the Git is the most popular one, let's install Git and let's try to use it in the next video. See you there.